In my last 5 slides, I'm taking an opposite view to those who would say we have to eliminate the human factor. My argument is that it is because we have tried to eliminate the human factor that we are falling behind the Romans. These basic concreting skills can be resurrected, and they must be, if we are to leave a mark which lasts into the next century. Eugène Presn had part of the answer. If you haven't read the story of his life, I encourage you to do so. He was a very practical visionary, and his mathematics and his concrete research had only one purpose: to make pre-stressing work. But he would have never made it work if he hadn't been able to lead his construction crews by example. He really was a carpenter, a steel fixer, and a concreter, and his men knew it. You might call this slide trying to do things the Presn way. After all, he had to learn the basic trade skills the hard way. That's why he knew what men could do and what they couldn't do. When I refer to construction workers as being the bottom, this is not a bad phrase. They provide the foundation. But if those at the top don't get the right messages, then they will make the wrong decisions. We need engineers who have had their boots in concrete to take their place at senior management level. The trouble is that it may take too long before these site-experienced engineers make an impact at the top. What we all want to see is item number 5 on this slide: predictably durable concrete structures, with the emphasis on predictable. That means that we can have confidence we won't see rust marks in 10 years, when the designer hoped for at least 50. We won't get 5 unless we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. But my experience tells me that at the practical level, the prospects for 1, 2, 3, and 4 are getting worse. That's why we need to go right to the top. God is very interested in rocks. After all, he made a lot of them. However, unlike many chief executives, God has time for people and their problems. He fully understands our technical problems at every level, from political to submicroscopic, and he knows all the answers. Perhaps you think I'm foolish, but it seems logical to me that God, who commands us to do good works, also wants us to make good concrete and to make structures that last. Thank you for your attention.